guys, we're back. This video is linking to the previous video. I just didn't want to make it too long. Okay, so of course then I don't know then what happened after. Obviously she must have told them some fabulous story that ultimately, you know, I was the villain and da 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 and all of this, you know. I know that later on I was with my cousin, one of my other cousins, and, you know, she said to me, you know, Tembisa, if there's only one thing that, you know, I ever felt like was wrong, is the fact that that child was taken away from you. And I looked at her and I said, you know, I said, what is that helping today? Because you people sat at that time with your mouths full of teeth and you never said anything. So do you know what? It's all on you. It's all on you what is happening to that child. I mean, I don't understand. Why is it, you know, the fact that you all hate me so much is greater than anything, because you were quite happy, all of you, to keep quiet about it, because what was most important in your lives was to make me the bitch. Okay? Because that was the main thing that you did, all of you. I mean, I remember, my husband even says, I remember we were at my workplace, and when I phoned my aunt, and, you know, and she did nothing. She did absolutely nothing. Because why? These people, they are not truthful. And you know what? It's all on you, all of you, what is happening to that child. You are responsible for all of it. By keeping quiet when things are happening, open your mouth and call the shit out. But you don't do that, okay? Now let me tell you something, what happened. Then I once told my mother the story, you know, later years, of course, when we were on good terms. As I tell you, my mother's story is like, we're in, we're out, we're in, I'm open, I'm outside, I'm in, I'm out, you know, it's like that. So anyway, obviously we were having a great time, and, you know, I was telling her the story that, we struggled, you know, with this child when she came into our fold, because, it was just horrible, you know. We took some time to get her to a routine and discipline, and, you know, because this was a child that was damaged, you know, to no fault of her. Of course, it's a child. A child needs to be cared for, loved, and protected, but it did not happen for her, and it's not, it's so wrong. And if ever, you know, she ever gets to listen to this, she must know that she's a special child. But you know what? I think also it's important for her to know the truth, because my mother keeps on spinning the cuck stories, okay? That is not true. And this family, protecting themselves, they don't speak the truth. So at least by listening or hearing this video, it's the hard truth, but it's the truth. So as I was going back to the story, so I was telling my mother, it was bad, because, like, remember, I worked, so I left her with my husband, and she was just difficult. You know, she ripped the house apart. I mean, she would go into the grocery cupboards and be taking the oil and throwing it on the floor, and she would, like, go to the medicine cupboard, taking the castor oil on the floor. It was a mess. So, you know, thank God for my husband. Oh my gosh. So when I would get home, so I would be like, oh my God, what is the report today? You know, because you feel like it's your family, you know, so I feel a bit of guilt, you know, that I have brought this upon the family. But luckily for me, it was not something that was initiated by me. My husband initiated it. And thank God for that. As I explained the story in the beginning, that, God was in this thing because like it just happened the way it was supposed to happen. So, so one day, so now my husband, he does the washing and everything. So because now this child is morsach, and she will just literally everything upside down, upside down. Okay. So my husband was now doing washing. So he thought, oh my God, what am I going to do with this child? Because obviously by the time he comes back from the washing line, everything is upside down. So what did he do to keep her? Because it's just the two of them, eh? It's just the two of them. There was what I always had. I mean, can't remember how old my children were, but because I would have a nanny at home during the day. But anyway, there was no nanny because obviously my husband was doing the washing. But anyway, my husband always did the washing. Yeah, he's always been like that. No nanny did the washing. He always does the washing. So anyway, so he's thinking, oh, now what is he going to do? So we had a leash, these leashes that you put on a child. You see them often in the shopping malls, obviously for the child not to get lost, because you can always, hold them and, they can run, but you can just pull them back by the leash because, she was that child. I mean, I never had to have leashes for my children because they listened to commands. There was no issues. Honestly, to the extent, I never even had children who throw tantrums, because my children joke today. They say, Mom, did we ever throw tantrums? I say, no. They say, oh, I suppose, God helped us because God knew that if we did, you're going to give us a clap. I said, yes, God knows, because I'm a mother like that. I don't take no bullshit. I don't take no prisoners. So, wherever we go, I've never had to be shy of my children because they're always well behaved. Actually, people are always so mesmerized and like, oh my gosh, these children, like they're so, they just they're quiet and, so proper and all of this. So yeah, I don't know anything else, because why? Discipline, no bullshit, huh? So anyway, so my husband then is going to the washing line. So he put the child on the leash and tied the rope of the leash. Remember, this child is sitting on a chair by the table. So he tells her, sit here, don't move. I'm just going outside to hang the washing. So he takes the rope of the leash and tie it on the leg of the table so that this child does not move. Obviously, trying to be safe for her. Hey, Nina. Warned my mother. Remember, I was telling my mother this story myself, right? Now you explain to me, if I was abusing this child, would I be telling her that we are abusing your child and tying her to the table? This woman is really not well. So the other day, this now all came out because she was coming for me. Let me explain why she was coming for me so that you understand really how fucked up she is, because there's no other way to put it. Okay? People say, oh, no, there's no other way to put it. And this story has been going on for years and years and years, and I'm tired of it now. So it must all come out in the wash and whatever. I don't care. So anyway, the other day, so my mother actually moves back to the family home recently because now she's renting out her own house and whatnot and whatnot. So now in the street, there's a woman that she's friends with. Okay. So anyway, so this, basically toxic people, really, basically. Let me tell you that. Um, so now she caught up with this woman. So this woman asked her, "Yo, hi, bayabuza nempilo. Hi, how unjani uThembisa?" Because like obviously I'm her daughter, so this woman's like asking how am I. So my mother's like, "Oh, lowo, akasandiphi nemali." Uyeva? This is how ubuza impilo ngam. Okay? So the thing is this, a grandchild of this woman, the one she was talking to, she says, she was so nar with this talk, with this trash talk. So she is telling me that, it was just so sad your mother was here, and, I just don't like the way, she responded when she was asked about you. Now, people can ask a lot of questions to say, okay, yeah, but what was the intention of this other person telling you the story? I don't care what the fuck the intention was. The fact of the matter is that's what she said. So stop the bullshit of asking, oh, what was the intention? Oh, you must be careful because, these people are trying to. No. These fucking mothers are causing troubles themselves. So stop the bullshit and trying to plant and paint other people to be the bad people. Yes, maybe the intentions were not 100% pure, but who has fucking pure intentions? No fucking body. Okay. So the fact is, I got to hear the story and I was the murin with that story. So what do? I phone her and I say to my mother, I said, you know what? I just want to tell you that I know what you said about me when you were asked, how is your daughter? And your response was, lowo, akasandiphi nemali. I said, you are a piece of work. Wena, you are really something else. Oh, like, God, why did you give me this mother like this? Like, why? Like, why? Why, Mina, I deserve to have a mother like this? When I have actually, if you must know, I knew that because you're never happy and satisfied with there's no amount of money that I can give you that will make you happy. And that is why actually, if you go straight let me tell you, straight from lockdown 2019, that was around April, it actually worked just like that till now, this year, 2022, April, I stopped giving her money. Reason being is that, she's done so many vile things in between that I thought, you know what? I don't even feel good giving this woman money or doing that because she's just a horrible piece of work and not grateful for nothing, Now, you must know as well, start of lockdown, now, the okay, the thing I have to tell you first, we were not on speaking terms. That's number one, lockdown. Okay. So, and then, there were like fears. Everyone was fearing, and that, what's going to happen. Everyone is scared that, the people are going to lose jobs and everything and whatnot. So, me being always the upstanding daughter motherfucker, So I'm like, the voice tells me, hey boy, just do something for your mother. Hey, lockdown, and abantu are suffering. So what do I do? Remember, I'm not talking to this woman. Ne? We're not talking. Get that right. So anyway, I'm like, oh, I'm so mad actually that why is this voice talking to me to give this woman? Do you not know how horrible this woman is to me? So, but we the people of the spirit, you surrender, to the voice, and you like, as mad as I am, I'm like, why? This voice won't stop. And I'm being honest, with the voice and myself, and to say, I don't want to do this because this never ends well with this woman. Always we go back to this thing. But, because obviously always my good side always takes over. It wins. Always, always, always. So I decide, okay, because remember, I'm not talking to her. And now I don't want to phone her and be like, oh, I want to send you some money, whatever. And also now I'm a bit in a tight situation because I don't even know that the number that I have for her is actually correct. So, excuse me, so what do I do? So I think, okay, let me send her an e-wallet. But now I'm not going to send her the PIN, right? Because I want her then to get the details and then see if she's going to phone me. And then only I can give her the PIN, okay? Because I don't know this woman. But the voice says, just do it. Just do it. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do it. But yo. So anyway, so I, and so she eventually phones. Oh no, she does not phone. And then I'm like, oh, okay, so it's serious, ne? She don't want to talk to me. She don't want my money. So I'm like, oh, I like it. At least, I like it when person don't like me, don't like my money too. I'm like, yeah, I like this. So anyway, something happened so now I go and reverse the transaction because I'm like, okay, so she don't want it, that's fine. So, but somehow I read something wrong on the app. I thought it told me that she took the money, but I'm like, how can she take the money? She don't have the PIN though. So I'm like, I'm confused now. I'm confused. So I'm thinking, what am I gonna do now? So anyway, eventually I phone her. So I'm like, oh, hi, and I sent you some money. I see that you have not said anything to me. So I actually said it just like this to her. I said, I thought, oh, you are very serious now. You don't even want my money. Because I am like that, I will tell you the truth. I don't not say things. So she's like, no, why would you say that? I did not see anything, whatever. So I was like, okay, no, it's being locked down. I don't know, something just kind of ignited. And I was like, okay, let me send you some money for groceries and whatever. So she was like all acting grateful and all this and all that. And then, of course, after that, I was sending her the money every month. Sometimes she would ask for more. I will give her, as I always do. So up until some shenanigans happened, this woman is always up to no good. And then I got hurtful. I was like, let me stop. Because, with her, it just always ends. And you know what? I don't give a shit no more. She must just get away from me. So then when she saw that I had stopped, not even, I'm always surprised. Like, okay, so if your daughter was sending you money every month, ne? And now you're not getting the money. This is for me showing that they don't give a shit about you. They just want your money. That's all. Okay? Because for me, if you are getting money all the time and then now it's not coming, the right thing to do is to pick up a phone and say, hey child, how are you? Oh mntanam, oh, indlela ondinceda ngayo all these months, you've just come at the right time, you've been good to me and all of this, thank you so much. And I see that khange uyifake this month, and I just want you to know that I am fine, I am good. Don't worry about it, because like that's what she should do, to show me that she actually cares about me, the person, and not umthombo wemali. You know what I mean? Because you don't even know, you don't even care. Maybe the reason why I'm not giving you the money is because maybe I'm in trouble. Do you know what I mean? But you don't give a shit, obviously, So you would just like assume that, oh, lo akasandiphi nemali, having to talk this cock to your friends and, cheap friends, by the way, I mean, you know, I mean, the question would be asked, ukuthi, oh, now it is a cheap friend, but ebe yi-friend yakhe yegazi. Yes, she was my friend, but how was she my friend? You see, for me, like, I don't get into people's tiffs and things, Umntu ndimjaja by i-actions zakhe. So I will always give umntu a chance, and they must fuck it up themselves. Then I have a leg to stand on. Then I can say, this is why I am not friends with you. But like, I can't just, decide just because this person is not a friend to the family, and now I must play that role. No. This woman was, we would, because, I was always the person who would go to, because I love connection, I'm a connection person. Like, I would go to funerals in our street. I don't know, for me, because I'm not a funeral person, but like, anyway, I go when I'm prompted. When the voice tells me go, then I go. Sometimes I don't even know why I'm going, but like, I will go to that funeral. Sometimes I feel like my grandmother is sending me to go and stand for the family. You know what I mean? So, I would meet up this woman at these funerals. I would always give her a lift. And, because I love these people, like, so whenever I go to these funerals in the street, I love to make lunch. I make beautiful lunches, a picnic basket, because, these funerals are like the whole day affair. And, we're always with elderly people who are diabetic and all sorts of things. So I will always carry fruits and things. I will make nice food, and, and they always loved it and enjoyed it, because I will always be dishing out food, because, we go to the funeral at, 6 o'clock, siyokwamkela umzimba, and we start maybe eating here ngabo 2 o'clock. It's a long time. So always it was nice, I make these little picnic baskets and things to drink and ice water. I'm always like nicely prepared, because that's just me, Wherever I am in a place, people gather. People gather to me. They are drawn by my spirit. And, people hate that, because, like, I can't help it. Like, people are drawn, and they, like, it's the energy. It's the energy. So of course, that's how I befriended this woman. So I would even like visit her, go to her house, visit her. I would go even and take her, we go have coffee, we go to Nando's, just showing, humanity to elderly people. She comes to my house because she showed interest to come, because they not even coming to my house, my own mother and these family people. So as I would say, you can't have an excuse to say you're not coming because you don't have transport, because me, there's nothing stopping me. I will even go fetch you. So I would fetch this woman to come and spend a day here and, whatever. But She was no saint. Actually, people, and this is what my mother is actually playing herself, you see, because, people love to, because they know what a great daughter I am. And but you see, I'm aware of these things. So even when people are doing these things, I like look at them, but I understand it's human nature, People are inherently jealous, you see, of another person's for an example, I understood that this woman was jealous that I'm this kind of daughter to my mother. But my mother, being such the person that she is, who will just bring me down, bring me down. And this woman was like, in a way, like loving it, right? Because it's like, my mother, does not get to actually, I've never even like taken my mother to have a meal with her. Like, she's not that girl. She's not, no, you know what I mean? And so this woman, knowing that, I'm that kind of a person, I would rock up at her house and bring her nice goodies. I will, leave her, on the side there, give her something, because that's me. That is my character. When I'm around anybody, benefits, whether it is my time, whether it is just love, the way I love on people, whether it's just like I'll give you my time, like, because my time is so precious. But like, somebody will be, my friends know me. Like, if you say to me, let's meet up for coffee, I'm not that girl that's going to be like, oh, I must just check my diary. Nah, I don't do that. I value that. I'll be like, okay, this is the date. On Monday, let's meet up for coffee and whatever. And me, I would cancel work to help out family. Me, I would be like, phone my client, look, can we please reschedule? I need to help out my aunt. I must, do this, I must do that. I'm living, and then you want to wonder why I'm blessed. Of course I'll be blessed. Hello. What do you do for anybody? You just want to take, steal, take, and be vile, ungrateful, never grateful. Okay, so what was I saying? Because now this story, becomes so gory that I lose my trail of thought. And oh yes, I can't forget this. So I was just giving you the background there. So remember, we're at the time where my mother says, oh lo, akasandiphi nemali, so now I get to know this story. So I phone her, I'm like, yeah. I said, why? I said to her, why am I not surprised? I said, by the way, I knew that all this time that I am basking my gut, giving you money. I know that you don't appreciate it because you're just that person that never see any good thing, but that's your thing. And you know what? I'm done with you now because I can't keep on with this shit because really it's tiring. Okay? It's tiring. So she's like, oh, she surprised me what she said to me. She says, I don't know how the words, but she said something like, she was so happy when I resurfaced because she was going to this inyanga yakhe. She mentioned the name of this nyanga yakhe, uqaqebe wakhe. She was saying to me, I thought I was happy because this nyanga helped her, that I came back. So maybe ebendihambele enyangeni. No, girl. My coming to you and helping you, it's got nothing to do noqaqabe wakho. It was me and my God. Hayi, ungalinge ucinga ubana uzokhanda amayeza for mna. It's bullshit, man. Koyeza elisebenzayo for mna. There's no yeza elinosebenzela mna, because you know nala madimoni wenu ayathetha ubana oh hayi ke apparently ayathetha amadimoni wabo uba yo hayi kuthembisa kudala simzama, hayi ke yena ngumaqinasi. Exactly. I'm covered mna. I'm covered. Akho nix enondenza yona. Nothing, nada. Andenziwa kanjalo. Qha into ezawukwenzeka, the more ukhandela mna, back to sender. Back to sender. That's what happens. Okay? So stop. The only thing ofanele uyenze for him is to pray. Pray good prayers. Be like, God, bless her, bless her, bless her, bless her. Not any other prayers ezizosebenza uyeva. Don't even, like, it's not going to get you nowhere. Okay. So she actually says now in this thing got heated. I would have said some harsh things because like I was like, I'm done. So she says to me, yeah, you know, I'm so horrible, and that is why this child of my sister is the way she is today, because I damaged her, because mna ndandimbophelele etafileni lo mntana. Ndathi yo, hayi shame, uyagula wena yas. You are sick, shame. Uyabona ke ngoku namhlanje I get to know ukuthi it's not okay. Because how can ukubophelela umntana etafileni, by the way, wawuxelelwa ndim. And I suppose this story she has narrated to a lot of people, telling them ukuthi mna bendibophelela lo mntana etafileni, uyabona ngoku lo mntana enje ngoku ikungenxa yamu, because i-trauma mna endambeka kuyo lo mntana how do I think ubana umntana onokubotshelelwa etafileni. Oh my God. And then I realized, oh, shame, you know. But I mean, I understand the notion of where, you know, people must tell themselves some lies in order for them to be breathing, you know. It keeps them alive. Otherwise, they will drown, you know, kwezi zinto zabo. So, like, I understand that. But it's for me sad because, like, the fact that she is now not going to take any responsibility for the things she has done to this child. So now she's passing it on to me. No, ma'am. You can't pass it on to me. Umntana umorwe nguwe, because number one, umore unina. All right? Okay? So you better swallow that pill. Yokubana benje. Nguwe, ma'am. Nguwe. Okay? So you better swallow that story. Live with it and accept it, and stop trying to make it everyone's problem. Okay? All right? Because nalomdana, one day she must actually hear the story so that ayazi, because obviously I'm sure ukuthi umfide ubuxoki. Because why? Ufuna protect her yourself and not tell her the truth ukuthi kusenzeka kanje, because by now lo mntana ebekufanele bana utheni uhleli apha kum. Yeah, but because you hate me so much, I hate you so much right now. Like you would do anything to the extent that you will destroy your own nzala. You would destroy your own nzala because you hate me so much. Why are you hating on me? Because what? Work that one out for yourself. I've been telling you the stories anymore. I cannot play your psychologist no more. Okay? So gather yourself and apologize to the child. Oh, yeah, no. This one. Because are you not the one who's telling me that this same child that we're talking about, lo endimbophelele etafuleni according to you, nobuxoki bakho, is the same child that you told me she's telling you that she hates you, right? Didn't you tell me the story? Saying, lo mntana nanku waphula iplate when uraise amagrike. Hoppa amagrike. Ngoku uthi amagrike wakho enziwa ndim. Hayi man, didikiwe nguwe. Didikwe finish. Didikwe finish. You can't raise amagrike and then uzothi ndim otheni. Ndim otheni? Mna ndibona ndinabantwana abangamagrike. Ndinamagrike mna. Ungakulinge. So hlafuna into zakho wedwa, ungafuni ukuzithwalisa mna. Isn't it you who contacts me and be like, oh, ndingakuthumelela i-picture. Imagine now, this person is saying, ndingakuthumelela i-picture. Then you know ukuthi, how? What picture is this? Because the fact that you're asking me, can you send me the picture? It means the picture I call kosher. So, and you know me, I don't do izinto ezonyanyisayo. And I tell you, ukuthi, no, this is not on. You don't do that with me. Okay? That's why inhlebendwane uzawuzenza nabantu bakho abakwilevel yakho. Because mna, I call you out every time, but no, you don't tell me shit like this. Okay? Because it's doing nothing for me. So, what was I saying now, guys? The train of thought iyalahleka because zininzi ezi zinto kodwa ayinamsebenzi, masiyeke. Ndizawuyicinga. So nguwe owenza ukuba kube nje. So now don't act like I am doing anything. I'm doing nothing to you. I'm doing nothing. Okay? So, yeah, one day the child is gonna listen to these things, but it's important that she must know exactly. Okay? And now, you know, you're poisoning the children, against me. Okay? But I don't care. Truth always wins. Inyani izozivelela. I don't fret. And I'm not going to even be there to be like trying to be rattled and proving myself or what. But this tea that I'm dishing now, it needs to be out there. I won't contain it no more. I won't keep it to myself. Abantu need to hear these stories and make of it what they like. I am done. Thank you guys. Please subscribe, like, share the video, hit the notification bell. It's all coming home to roost. The chickens are coming home to roost. Bye guys. Have a blessed day.